Hello everyone, Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another pick a card reading. I have been guided to share with all of you. Before I speak here for a moment, go ahead and pick which group you are feeling drawn to. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, or Group 4. And this reading is for gaining clarity on my next step. So what advice, what guidance, what wisdom am I looking for to gain clarity for my next step in this situation that I'm facing? And I just want to say thank you and welcome to my subscribers, the new subscribers, everyone who's commented with your feedback. I am so grateful. I just feel honored to share these messages and to be able to just deliver them to whoever is meant to receive them at this time. I know life is, things are changing and a little bit chaotic. So it's wonderful that you're tuning into your own intuition, your own inner guidance for the answers, because that is where you're going to find them. And that is what is going to lead you truly to the path you're meant to walk, your ultimate desires being fulfilled. So with that, you guys, let's get into it today. I will put a timestamp for you, but feel free to pick 1, 2, 3, or all 4 groups, whatever calls to you. And as always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Always follow and trust what your intuition is guiding you towards. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to remove these other cards here, these other groups, and we'll get started with number 1. Okay, you guys, so for those of you that have chosen group number 1, let's see what clarity we can gain today. Oh my, 2 of Cups. And I'm just going to share with you what I see. 2 of Swords. Wind activation from Earth Magic, and this is Ascended Masters, Father, Husband, Brother, Son. Notice the signs from the angels. Okay, so give me just a minute here, you guys, to kind of pick up on what's going on. Okay, you guys, so the clarity that I see that you're looking for is there's a decision that needs to be made regarding a relationship that you feel a very deep connection with. This is a relationship. What I'm gathering here just from the beginning is this is either you need clarity with someone new, and I'm taking this as someone new because the 2 of Cups represents unified love. It represents partnership, 2 people who are mutually attracted to one another, coming together in mutual harmony and benefit of one another. It's a supporting, nurturing, loving relationship that grows and expands and really nourishes your heart and your spirit and fulfills you on an emotional level. And it's also a new relationship, or kind of like in the immature stages of a relationship, whereas the Lovers is a more mature bond. The 2 of Cups is 2 people coming together, whether in marriage or a new relationship, or just taking things to a deeper commitment. But there is always work to be done, and there's always the free will of each individual. So this is a very beautiful beginning to a relationship if it's a new relationship and you are not sure if the clarity is whether you should pursue this or not. The 2 of Swords is all about like an indecision. See how the woman's blindfolded, and it can represent like your inability to see all the pieces of the puzzle, and maybe that's why you can't make a clear decision. There's something you're missing. It could also mean that you're avoiding making the decision, and that the swords here, how they're equally balanced. The swords represent logic, you know, it's an air sign, it's the truth. It represents the truth. And so it's about taking the blindfold off and seeing the truth of the matter for what it is, and really making a decision based on, you know, looking at the bigger picture, really looking at everything from a deeper level based on the truth that's right for you. So this is definitely representing a strong union, and it can also represent, you know, your decision to focus on unconditional love and really choosing unconditional love for yourself, because ultimately, in order to attain this blessed union, loving ourselves unconditionally is absolutely required. And so no matter what decision you make in regards to this relationship, choosing to love yourself unconditionally means really choosing what's in alignment with your heart, your spirit, your mind, your lifestyle, everything, you know, really taking off the blindfold and looking at the situation, not being afraid to know the truth, because once you know the truth, you'll be able to move forward. You know, stepping away from your emotions and really looking at things from a logical point of view, speaking to others and getting more information, really going within yourself and asking yourself what the truth of this matter is in regards to this relationship. Spirit or love is telling you that this is a blessed union. This is a blessed relationship. And so it's really asking you to go inside and, you know, take a look at why you're not making this decision. What is holding you back from making it? Because ultimately, if you don't make this decision, it's going to lead to, you know, more consequences or roads that you don't want to go down. So this crescent moon in the background signifies that once you make this decision, there's a new beginning waiting for you. And I think this is beautiful because we have wind activation from earth magic. I'm going to read this to you guys. Let's see what wind activation has to say. The various currents of air that circulate on our planet can be gentle enough to tickle the hairs on our arms, or so fierce that they destroy man-made structures, as well as trees and other vegetation. Wind moves the air to circulate the atmosphere and keep it from becoming stagnant. When there's no movement, the atmosphere feels somehow heavier. Gentle breezes help cool the land and pollinate flowers, whereas more tempestuous winds can snap tree branches off and stir something deeply within us. More violent winds can create temporary chaos with their ferocity. No matter the degree of intensity, wind will activate us. In this image, the breath of the god wind stirs the sea and rearranges the sky. As this occurs, the weather shifts. The effects, even in this small area, send ripples throughout, blending and dancing with the water and the sky. It activates the atmosphere, and the world feels more alive when there is wind. The lethargy you feel is the result of a lack of activation. In other words, something that stirs your senses. This could be anything from walking outdoors, feeling the breeze on your body, or inhaling the different aromas that nature herself provides. Or it could be finding you the pleasure in a warm bath that helps you release the tension and stress from your mind and body. Music may activate your hearing, which sparks the pleasure centers in your brain. Art may activate your emotional responses. The touch of another human may activate a deep need to be physically held in some manner once again. Now is the time for action. Engage in some activity and be fully present so that you forget about your surroundings and enter into that timeless and multidimensional experience of union with the focus of your creative attention. Let the physical body be active. Movement alone, whether quietly dancing by yourself or hiking up that hill over yonder, will require you to be present as possible in your body. Enjoy. So wow, you guys, this is amazing. So the clarity that you're seeking right now is to make a decision. Make a decision about this new relationship that you're thinking about pursuing, okay? Let's read Father, Husband, Brother, Son and get some more clarity, because I can see already that it may have something to do with that masculine energy. Okay. So this situation involves a significant man in your life. Your new relationships with men are affected by your old relationships with your father, ex-husband, boyfriend, brother, son, or other males. This is a perfect time for you to heal and release any old wounds connected to men in your life. God and the Ascended Masters will support you as you focus on letting go of old toxins such as anger, blame, or guilt. The clearing process opens the way for a healthy relationships with men and with your own male energy. So, oh my gosh, additional meanings: you have just met or are about to meet a significant male partner. Your present relationships improve as you heal your feelings about your father. A male deceased loved one is sending I love yous from heaven. Balance your male and female energy by practicing both giving and receiving daily. Wow, okay, so this new relationship has something to do with you healing. Oops, sorry about that, you guys. Whatever decision you make, what your spirit is asking you to do is to look inside, you know, whatever pain you have from the past with ex relationships, with your father, any men in your life, and even if this pertains to yourself, if you're a man watching this, to really look in there and heal any wounds that you have from the masculine energy, and to really nurture it, to really love it, to really see from the perspective of that hurt, wounded masculine energy, and, you know, get to the core of where it's coming from. Because in order for you to truly embark on this new path and this new relationship, being healed and whole is so important. You know, we can't move on our new path if we're carrying baggage from the past. So it doesn't serve you or anyone, and it will only bring the same patterns back into your life that you don't want to repeat. So the angels are saying, notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not coming into focus. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. Absolutely, you guys. You are never alone, ever. I used to think I was alone all the time, but I realized that's just not true. The angels gave you this card to help you understand the signs you've been receiving lately. These signs may include feathers, coins, butterflies, birds, or other repetitive visions that make you think of the angels who have deliberately sent you these signs to let you know that you're nearby, that they're nearby, protecting, loving, and guiding you. So definitely notice the signs that are coming up for you in regards to what decision you need to make. Ask the angels to send you like huge signs that you can't miss, to help you gain clarity in this situation. And what I'm picking up is this relationship is absolutely blessed. This relationship, whatever clarity that you're looking for from this reading here, it's telling you that it's a go. I don't want to tell you what is right for you, but from this reading, I would say that this relationship looks like a very emotionally fulfilling, spiritually fulfilling building a life together, a true solid foundation together, whether this is romantic, business, friendship, whatever relationship it is that you're inquiring about. I'm assuming it's romantic. But take what resonates for you, and, listen to your inner voice. Every decision you make, just know going forward, you can always move down a path. And if at any time it doesn't feel right to you, that's your cue to look deeper. As long as it feels good in your spirit as you're moving forward, you know that you're making the right decision for yourself. So definitely, follow your heart here. So I hope that helped you gain some clarity around this decision that you're making. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'd love to have you subscribe if you resonate. I'm going to be putting out these messages as I'm guided. And again, I'm just so grateful to be the messenger. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and I'm sending you tons of love. Let's go on to number 2. Okay, so for those of you that chose group number 2, gaining clarity around the subject of your inquiry here, we've got the Chariot in reverse, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and this is Earth Magic, Desert Vision Quest, Meditate, Buddha. Interesting. Wedding from the angels. Okay, so take a look at these cards, and give me just a second here to tune in here, see what Spirit wants to tell you, give you some clarity around this subject that you're inquiring about. Okay, well, okay, so the Chariot reversed card. This is a very powerful card. This is kind of like a divine intervention card. Whenever I see it, the 6-pointed stars represent like celestial influences at work. So, the stars and the planets, that sort of thing. The black and white, the sphinxes represent duality, the dualistic nature of things. And the crescent moons that are outward facing, on his shoulders here, they refer to like the formative world. So like whenever I see this card, it's about, what's happening in your world right now is being directed by forces kind of outside of your control. And so that may be why you're feeling a little bit out of control of your life right now. Like you're feeling a bit like you don't have control over what's happening. Like maybe you've lost the steering of your vehicle. And if you're someone who likes to have a lot of like control over your life or your destiny, and like you like to know where you're heading, this card kind of signifies a time when it's time to kind of tighten up the reins and get more focused on what you're doing. Because while feeling like, losing like control, it's about focusing on what you can control versus what you can't control. It's teaching you that you really don't have control over things in life. All you have control over is yourself. He's the man in the Chariot. He's moving away from like town, civilizations, homes. It's like his, he's moving away from what was. He's moving towards something new. to fulfill his destiny, you know. So this is a time for you to examine your situation, wherever you are right now, and you need to be able to feel as though you have at least like some direction, right? Because right now you probably feel like you're being pushed and pulled around and you're not really sure what's going on. So this is a highly spiritual time for you in your growth and evolution, and it's time to realize that, you know, some things just happen beyond our control, and it's for our spiritual growth. We may not understand it at the moment, but looking back, we will understand. This is a time for you to focus on learning how to master yourself, master your particular vessel, because that's all you have control over, is how you respond to things, how you respond to life, what you create in life. That it's not about looking externally. It's time to really look within yourself. Okay, which is why I'm seeing the Desert and Meditate card. The Six of Pentacles represents, it can represent a few different things. In this reading, I'm feeling like you may have been in a situation where you gave a lot and didn't receive what you thought you would receive. Like it wasn't balanced giving and receiving. That maybe you're someone who's very generous in general, I mean, which is a beautiful quality, right? Where love is unconditional and generous, and we do things because we feel guided to by our hearts, you know, we want to give. This could have been a situation where maybe you were, you know, taken advantage of, or felt taken advantage of, or you, you know, you gave a lot and thought that that energy would come back to you in some way, and it did not. And, you know, that has to do with, you know, it's something that's out of your control. And so you take that situation right now and focus on what you can control. So that you can come back into balance and be able to discern for yourself who is in integrity, you know, who in the future, so that you don't have to stop being generous. You don't have to stop giving. It's about learning to discern on an intuitive level, you know, when people are of integrity and will pay you back, will give you back, will want to from their own spirits because they're grateful. Someone who lives in gratitude versus fear and scarcity. So let's read Desert Vision Quest, because it looks like you're being guided to really go within here. This is, you know, which makes sense because the Chariot to me is just very spiritual. It's a, you know, it's change. The Chariot, you know, moving along, and it's part of your spiritual evolution. So the sooner you embrace it, then things are just gonna, you know, take off for you. So let's read this card. This is from Earth Magic. In this arid climate zone that we call desert, images shift and change throughout the day, yet always maintain a sharp and defined presence. Those hardy species of flora and fauna that have found a home in the desert have adapted over eons to the relative harshness that's a strong characteristic of these lands. Throughout history, we've passed down many stories of people wandering the desert. Often they're about religious figures and ascended masters who had journeyed there and returned to their people with remarkable visions. The desert is an ideal place to seek a vision, or more accurately, to allow a vision to come to you. The quiet and peace of such an environment is conducive to the solitude required to have this type of profound experience. Spending time in this region without the usual accoutrements of the civilized world can present survival challenges, or at least seem to. And this could rightfully be called a spirit quest, where through steadiness in this seemingly bleak environment, it becomes possible to receive direct guidance from spirit internally and in the world around you. A vision quest is a process whereby you spend a few days in the wilderness alone. Typically, you carry only water and some sacred items with you, and you spend most of the time praying or meditating. Many who have completed a vision quest assert that it is a powerful and even life-changing experience and report vivid and profound revelations. It is said that the desert does not lie, so partaking in this can help you discover the truth about your purpose, or at least give you some clues. It is time for you to go on a vision quest. Designate a place in nature in which to dwell, whether for a couple of hours or a few days. Spend the majority of your time while there praying and meditating. It's best to be in a location where you can truly find solitude, even if it is in a quiet corner of a park for an afternoon. Wherever you go, take your question, concern, or challenge with you into prayer or meditation. Allow it to float around in your consciousness and watch what shows up. This is one of the more powerful cards. By drawing it, whatever other messages you may have received are amplified threefold. So this is a very powerful message for you. You know, this is meant to happen, whatever it is that you're going through. And I'm going to read this one to you. Meditate. You're going to find your answer within you. I apologize here. Okay. This card is a call for you to meditate regularly. Your path, body, and soul are asking for quiet time to reflect, think, and receive insights. Even a small amount of time devoted to daily meditation will bring you great gifts. You don't necessarily need any formal training in meditation. It's simply a matter of sitting quietly, closing your eyes, breathing, and listening. So yeah, just spending time alone to hear yourself. You know, if you're in a place where you're not able to be by yourself very often, make it a priority for you to make some time for yourself, because just to be, you know, not necessarily for any other purpose, but simply to listen and hear yourself. Because once you can hear yourself, then you can really feel what's right. You're not influenced by all the external distractions. So let's get to this wedding card from the angels, because this is a message that pertains to your situation as well. I want to read it before I go into what I'm feeling from this. Marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. Oh, let me finish reading it here. You received this card because the topic of marriage is related to your question. There's either a wedding in your near future, or the angels are suggesting a renewal of vows to keep romance alive in your present marriage. This card is surrounded with love and positive energy, so there's no need to worry about its message. Be open to love, romance, and possibilities, and enjoy your wedding day. So if this resonates for you as part of the message or the question or the clarity that you're seeking, I will let you take that as it is. It could also mean really making a full commitment to yourself, you know, honoring yourself, having your back, making a commitment to have your own back, to stand up for yourself, to love yourself and nurture yourself and honor your feelings, you know, honor your intuition, because whomever you're meant to be with in this life, if you love yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself, you know yourself, anyone who comes into your life, they have to follow that agreement that you've made to yourself. And so it's like a built-in level of protection. Whatever it is that's going on here where you're feeling like things are kind of beyond your control, they actually are in your control. What you have control over is yourself. And anything that's happening to you right now, on some level, our higher selves have already chosen our path. And it's about letting go, surrendering, trusting the path that we've laid out for ourselves, and following our intuition, because that's the path. And our intuition is always trying to guide us, and we can fight it all day long. We can fight it and fight it, but eventually we're going to lose that battle, and we're only losing to our own selves, which is the craziest thing, but it's true. So I hope this message resonated with you. Definitely take what did and leave the rest, and you know, trust yourself. Go within. This is amazing. Whatever it is you're going through is placing you on the path of your destiny, the path of your highest calling. So I'm sending you tons of love, and hope you find an amazing place to tune into yourself, and you know, give to yourself all that you've been giving others. And I think you'll be delighted at what you find. You'll definitely gain the clarity you're seeking. So wishing you tons of love. Thank you so much. Definitely subscribe if you haven't, and follow along. I'm going to be sharing more messages as I'm guided. So so grateful to be your messenger, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Lots of love. We're gonna move on to number 3. Number 3. Okay. For those of you that chose group 3, let's see what you're being guided, what message you're being guided to receive today. 5 of Cups for clarity on your situation. Lightning power. Drink more water. And shower of abundance. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me tune into these cards for just a moment, and what I can tell right away from the tarot cards is the Queen of Cups. You know, she is, when it comes reversed, it's signifying that you're not emotionally satisfied, feeling a bit spiritually disconnected, and that there was some like heartbreak going on. But when it comes reversed, the 5 of Cups, it's like you're getting over some heartbreak. You're getting over a situation that was not fulfilling you emotionally. The cups here, the 3 cups that are spilled, you know, and you've got the river here, but you've got the 2 full cups over here, and this represents emotion. So I think it's really beautiful these cards came out together, because this is like emotional, you know, heartbreak. It's an emotional thing, and whatever it is that you've been going through that's been really emotional and really, you know, causing a lot of pain and regrets and bitterness, you're moving on. You're seeing the cup as half full instead of half empty, and you're really striving for this beautiful, emotional, deep connection within yourself and with others moving forward. You know, she's connected to her, you know, the subconscious, the spiritual realms. This is all about emotions, the water realm, and, you know, going within and really, you know, being able to discern what's right for you and being calm through the storms, you know, choosing to invoke those emotions that bring peace. And so you're moving forward. You know, you went through something very challenging. You're taking what you've learned, and you are going to be applying that as you move forward. You're taking all that wisdom, all that clarity that you've gained from past mistakes, and you're turning it into wisdom and lessons and growth so that you can move forward and create something better. You know, move towards this beautiful home on the hill back here, you know. So I think that's amazing. You're seeing the cup half full instead of half empty now. And we got lightning power from earth magic, and this is all about the force and how it's a neutral force, you know, whether we choose love or fear. If we're choosing
fear, then we're, you know, we're living in that realm of regret and worry and guilt and shame and, you know, all of those things. But when we're living in love, we're looking at it from, you know, forgiveness, compassion, lessons learned, you know, not taking things personal, seeing things from a higher point of view, and using that power to grow, using that power to nurture and to move forward into a life that benefits you and everyone else. So this is beautiful. You know, whatever situation you're going through, you're on track, you are on the path, you're doing the right thing, you know. And drink more water, Ocean. This will really help you purify your body, purge the extra emotions that are running through you, you know, really clear yourself, allow yourself to purge, purge sadness. And, you know, if you feel like crying, cry, let it out. It's so healing. It's better than storing it inside. You know, the universe catches all your tears and brings them back to you in really beautiful ways. So, you know, do what you need to do, but definitely drinking water will help you clear all the heaviness out of your body and help your body, you know, think more clearly and work more clearly. So, and it'll just help you in so many ways. So drink some more water, okay? And then shower of abundance. So this came from the angels. To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you'll allow. So if you've had any financial worries, just know that all of that is being taken care of as you're going through this transition and you stay focused on the path of love. Abundance is yours, and there's nothing you need to worry about. And just pray and, you know, keep asking for clarity and guidance around your finances. But the angels are here to tell you that all is well. So, you know, don't worry. Instead, just trust, have faith, knowing that this decision to move forward is, you know, if you're gaining clarity on that, if it was the right decision, I would say from this reading that it is the right decision for you. But definitely listen to your intuition and follow what's right for you, okay? I am wishing you tons of love and success, because no matter what, as long as you're following your true authentic path, you will have it. Absolutely, no doubt. So lots of love to you. Subscribe if you haven't. I would be honored to be your messenger for future messages, and I wish you tons of love. See you next time. We're going to move on to number 4. Okay, so for those of you that chose group number 4, we've got the 4 of Cups in reverse. We've got the Page of Wands in reverse. We have Love, Compassion from Earth Magic. Clear and Shield Your Energy, Almora. And there's nothing to worry about from the angels. Okay, so give me just a moment here, you guys, to tune in and see what's going on. Okay, so what I'm seeing from the 4 of Cups reversed is that it's possible that you have an opportunity or an offer coming your way, and it's like right under your nose and you just can't see it. And if you want this opportunity, you're gonna have to work hard to get it, or really get focused and make a decision as to what you want to pursue. And I'm thinking with this Page of Wands in reverse that there's been a few things that you've been trying and they haven't been working out the way you would have hoped for. Like you've tried a few new ventures or projects, you've had visions to start some new projects that you thought maybe would lead you to bigger things or more expansive things, and maybe they didn't.
like you had expected to, but this is about really focusing on your goals and objectives, and what you really want, because what you really want is right here. It's like right here under your nose, but you're like, for some reason, I'm feeling like maybe you're too focused on maybe some things that aren't in alignment for you, whether it's something with people in your life. The Page of Wands can represent reversed, like, it can represent somebody who is maybe, how do I want to say this? They can portray themselves as being a victim all the time, or, you know, like everything is everyone else's fault. They can be a little bit aggressive. It's a fire sign. The Wands are fire. So it's kind of like choosing the victim role, choosing to, you know, blame others instead of taking responsibility. And maybe you started some projects or some ventures that you thought were going to pan out, and maybe they were with, you know, people who weren't in alignment with you. Maybe, you know, you felt like they were not as enthusiastic about things that you were, and it's kind of like someone who's always pessimistic, like they don't really have anything good to say, and whether that's, you know, someone you're dealing with, or whether that's how you're feeling about some of the opportunities that you've tried, there's an opportunity that Spirit is trying to give you. And see how this man is sitting under this tree? It's kind of like representing Jesus sitting under the Bodhi tree, and he's like not going to move from that spot until he figures out what the hell's going on within him. You know, nothing's going to budge him from this spot. This offer from Spirit's not going to budge him. These other 3 cups represent like the external world distractions. He's not even looking at them. He's like, I'm not even going to look at these things until I figure out what the heck's going on within me. And you may be spending too much time within yourself and missing this. So this card's telling you to, you know, take a break, take a fresh, you know, breath, look up, look around, be open to opportunities right now that are coming in. You have, Spirit is giving you an opportunity that is in alignment, that is perfect for you right now, and you are refusing it, or you're not seeing it, or you don't believe it's there. But it is. It's right under your nose. Spirit's like, when it comes this way, it's like, it's right under your nose, but you've got to get focused. You have to get really clear and focused on what it is that you are creating. And maybe that's why you're watching this video. And it could also mean that you're just fearful of whatever it is that you're going after. You know, don't be fearful. This Page of Wands, he's like out here in this barren field, and he's actually speaking his visions and dreams into existence. He's actually, you know, they say he's talking out loud to the universe, and that's maybe what you need to do, is speak out loud. You know, where's my opportunity? Bring it to me so clearly that I can't miss it. But you've got to be willing to come out from within and look out. You know, it's kind of crazy, but you know, you'll be guided intuitively where to go. And you know, stay in the new energy of this Page of Wands, where you're, you know, things are new. You're learning. You don't know everything quite yet on this journey, and be open to the opportunities. Be open to what it really feels your heart and your spirit. Okay, I hope that resonated with you. I'm not quite sure, but let's get into love and compassion. Oops, sorry guys. And let me read it to you, and maybe this can give us some deeper insight and clarity into what you are searching clarity for. Love, compassion. In this beautiful image, we see hands reaching toward each other through a heart. The green field surrounding them is the color of the 4th or heart chakra. It's when we feel love in our heart center that we not only naturally admit the healing energy of compassion, but we also attract love. and compassion. Studies by the HeartMath Institute reveal that the electrical signals from the heart are up to 60 times stronger than the brain's, and the magnetic field is as much as 5,000 times more powerful. It's a given that our thinking patterns affect our feelings and, in turn, our reality. What we put out, whether it's love, fear, empathy, sadness, and so forth, contains an incredible amount of power to shape and influence our reality. When the focus of our attention and intention is love and compassion, we recognize no separation between self and other. All wounds stem from the illusion of separation from Source and all of creation. The route to healing this wound is through cultivating love and compassion for every being on this planet, including yourself. Not a bland standard of unquestioned acceptance, but a heartfelt sense of profound relatedness to whatever you perceive as apart from yourself. True compassion requires not only the feeling of warmth that emanates when you are in touch with your heart center, but in acts of kindness, even if this simply means being a fully attentive listener. Respect the fact that your heart is a giver, putting out electrical energy, and a receiver, drawing in magnetic energy. These energies are best sensed by attending to the steady flow of your breathing, while also noticing your heart area. Righteousness, fear, anger, and judgment are some common ways to block your natural desire to love. Forgiveness is not only letting go of judgment, but also seeing through the illusion that you and all that is are separate. Look about you and inside of you and do your best to love whatever you see. Okay, so whatever's going on right now that's causing, the muddiness and whatever it is that you're seeking clarity on, love is the answer. Love is the answer. It's going to be what guides you on your path. So it could be that you're, surrounded by people who aren't seeing through the eyes of love, and that can be tricky when you're starting something new. So definitely, let's read Clear and Shield Your Energy from Almora. And this will help you stay in that vibration of love. This will really help you stay in your true, authentic self so that you can carry that discernment with you. And let me see here if I can find it. Sorry, you guys. Oh boy, okay. All right, let's read this to you. As a sensitive person, you've absorbed some harsh and toxic energy from other people. This card asks you to stop and call on Almora and Archangel Michael to clear yourself. They can also clear and elevate the energies in other people, your home, or your office. After clearing yourself, ask them to shield you from further intrusions. This process, called shielding, needs to be conducted once or twice a day. You can also wear a crystal pendant to act as a buffer in harsh energy situations. Additional meanings: ask Archangel Michael to cut cords of fearful attachments between you and other people or possessions. Stay clear of harsh or toxic substances, environments, and relationships. Honor your sensitivity. Keep your thoughts as positive as possible to keep your energy clear and clean. Eliminate clutter or use feng shui to clear the energy in your home or office. Okay, so my goodness, that's what I'm seeing here, is that there's an opportunity that Spirit's trying to present you with, and whatever's going on with this Page of Wands here, whoever's giving you trouble, it's time to address the situation with love. And if that means removing yourself, that's what you need to do, because that's self-love. You don't deserve abuse or toxic behavior, and so I'm kind of feeling from this reading that something like that is happening, and I really urge you to do the most loving and compassionate thing for yourself, and speak to someone, reach out to someone who has your back, who supports you 100%, who sees you for who you are, and can help give you some more clarity in the situation. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. And it's so true. When we turn to our higher selves, when we turn to Spirit, there's nothing to worry about. So that's why you're watching this, and I truly hope it's affirming for you
and giving you some clarity. So let me read this to you here. Let me pull it up here in the book and read it to you. Okay. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. The angels sent you this card because you've been needlessly worrying. Worry is a form of prayer that draws to you that which you do not desire. Release your worries to your angels, and there is truly nothing to worry about. In fact, your worries could create a self-fulfilling prophecy. Additional meanings: everything's much better than you imagine. Ask the angels to release you from worry. A happy outcome is inevitable. Avoid worrying, lest the negative emotions pull you and the situation down. The angels are with you, and everything's okay. All right, you guys, everything is okay. Whatever situation that you're going through, focus on love. Love is the path that's going to lead you where you need to be. And, you know, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, to speak your truth. And, you know, whatever is right for you is right for you. And if someone or something is not able to honor what is right for you, that's a very clear indication that they are not in alignment with your path, with you or your path. So I encourage you to love yourself 100%, and just from that alone, you will have a strong knowing and more clarity in the direction that you're headed. So I truly hope that resonated with you. Take what did and leave the rest. Always follow your intuition first and foremost. And I'm truly grateful to deliver these messages, and honored for whoever needs to hear them, that they're received well, and that they do affirm and give you guidance in what you're seeking. So thank you so much for being here. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'm going to be putting out more messages as I'm guided. I am being guided by Spirit to get these messages out, and as they come, I'm just going to start putting them out there. So they're meant for you, and yeah, I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I will see you again very soon. All my love. Peace out.